Hello everyone, and this is the first video of 2021. I hope you had a wonderful new year, and in this tutorial, we will learn how to build a XP countdown in Minecraft Java Edition, like the countdown used in CubeCraft. So without further delay, let's start the video. Items. You will need to be in creative mode with cheats on because you need command blocks, and the only way to get them is to use the /give command. Like this is the command. Give @s yourself a Minecraft command block. So you type that and you'll get a command block. You also need some redstone dust. Again, this quantity doesn't matter. Some redstone repeaters, some redstone torches, some buttons, some signs, it doesn't matter what type, and any solid building blocks of your choice. Step 1. The setter and counter. First of all, you will need to place 1, 2 command blocks. You can place them anyway, but I suggest placing them like this. Second, dig a 2-block deep hole, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like this. Next, dig this block and go up here and put another block. So this is your block of choice. It does not have to be a quartz block. Place a redstone torch. Place some redstone dust. Place another block. Place a redstone torch. Then make a 4x2 area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to use your block of choice, but I think it makes it different from the otherwise normal terrain. Then you will place a redstone repeater in this direction, and another one in the opposite direction. This basically creates a redstone torch, which will keep repeating a signal again and again. Use the number of ticks. So right now it's 1 tick and 1 tick. That's the fastest. Or you can make it 2 ticks, like I am. I prefer this. And connect it to this. So now I'm going to explain you what's happening. Well, first of all, the signal will come from here. Now, right now the signal isn't going to come, but we will put that in the next steps. And it'll come all the way up here, up to the top, and it will go here and it'll get inverted because this by default is on, but we don't want that to happen. So if it's on, then it'll turn off, and if it's off, then it'll turn on. So it's on right now by default. This is off. When we turn this signal on, then turn this off, which turns this on, and then it connects back here. So there's one last thing. We need to type the actual commands. This will be XP set @a, and now you decide how many levels you want to set your XP. I did 20 in the intro, so I'm going to set 20 levels. And I'm going to set this to XP add @a -1, -1 levels. So this basically says that add -1 levels, which will actually remove 1 level. And this is to all people. All of the players @a would get affected by this. So this will set all of the players to 20 levels. This will reduce 1 level, and this is decided on each time the redstone goes. Now it's time for step 2, the stopper. This will stop it when it reaches 0. So we're going to place 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and now we will place 3 command blocks over here. So I'm going to replace this with a normal block temporarily for the time being. And I will place, now we are going to use the redstone dust, and we're going to place it on top to make sure the signal goes. I'm also going to place the repeater because from here the signal isn't that strong, and it might not even reach here. Now we have to set this command block to XP set @a square bracket level 0 exit square bracket, 0 levels. And what this basically does is that it says, set the XP of those who have 0 levels. And this decides who, actually. So set the XP to those who have 0 levels, 0 levels. Now, this is basically useless, but this is only an activator. Whenever it's 0 levels, then this command block will get activated, and we're going to set it to repeat, unconditional, and needs redstone. So what this basically does, it's going to repeatedly try to work. It's unconditional, so no command block from behind affects it, and it needs redstone, so it will only run if the machine is actually running. Now you should go down here, select F3, and see the block you are standing on. It's not XYZ, but it's the block, which is for me -18, 54, 22. So now you come here and you see the block that you are standing at. You come from up here, down here, and this is below the first command block. If you see, it's -18, 54, and 22. So we'll actually write 55 instead of 54 because we are standing on this bottom block, but we want the redstone block to be over here, so it activates this redstone and this command block both. So now in this command block we will write set block -18, 55, and 22. And we will set this to a air block. This is because in the beginning we will set it to a redstone block, but when it ends, then we have to set it to an air block so the machine stops. So now we have to set this to chain, conditional, and always active. So this basically says that command block is going to be chained with that command block, and it is always active, but it is conditional on the block behind it. So basically, this will check all the time, as long as the machine is working, if there are 0 levels, and once it's checked, then it'll go to the next command, which will set the redstone block to air. The next step is to create the controller. The controller basically controls the whole machine. Now for the start, it's simple. We just have to place one command block over here, and we can set it to set block -18, 55, 22, which is that block down there that we set to air, and we will set it to a redstone block so the machine gets activated. And for the stop/reset button, we will have to place 2 command blocks facing into each other. This will be XP set at a 0 levels. It will set all the players' experience to 0 levels, so the whole countdown stops. And then what it does is that it sets the block -18, 55, or 22, whatever block activates both the redstone and the command block, to a air block, so it will become deactivated. Of course, we need to change this to chain, so it's chained by the one behind, conditional, so it depends on the one before it, and always active, so it doesn't need any redstone to actually work, but it's still conditional on the one behind it. Also, we will be creating a few signs just to inform people. This is stop/reset, and this is start. Now, you can connect the start to any other mechanism. You don't have to physically press it, and you can use the stop to any other mechanism. You don't need to physically start it, but I'm going to use some buttons for the sake of the video. And step 4, the player. So by player, I do not mean a video game player, as I am a player, someone else is a player, but I mean a music player. So let's put this in, and let's set it to play sound, which plays any sound. I'm going to set it to pressure plate. So this is a block, wooden pressure plate, and click on. This is the sound when you stand on a pressure plate. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to select it to master. If you go to the options of your Minecraft sound, then you can see there's lots of music. I want this to be in the master. And I'm going to select it to @A, but not everybody. It's instead everybody whose experience level is less than 6. You have to type .6, which is basically saying below 6. And before we start, we should also put a redstone dust above this command block to make sure it runs. Also, you can go to the stopper and you can connect this to anything. So for example, in CubeCraft, once the stopper ends, you are released from your glass cages. So you can link that to any other mechanism. This is just a countdown. And the last step is to test it. Now if you did everything correct, then this should work. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. And also, by the way, my music, I cannot hear any music, but I know it's sounding if it shows me. Pressure plate clicks, pressure plate clicks, pressure plate clicks, and pressure plate clicks. This disappeared, and the experience level is now 0. So anyways, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then please do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because this is a very, very small channel and it would mean a lot. Go ahead and smash that like button, and if we get 10 likes, then I will create this for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Peace out.